Hey my loves! I know a lot of you have been asking me a lot of questions about the pregnancy and kind of symptoms and things that I've been going through. So what I wanted to do, or kind of test out, is kind of doing a weekly update and giving you guys a peek at the baby bump and walking you through what I was experiencing kind of the last week, and recap things that I've been going through and answer any of your questions if you have any from the previous week. And I'll do this each week, and I think it would be a great memento too for me, so that I can go back and kind of look through my first pregnancy. So this past week was week 18. So that is the first week of month 5. So I am getting to I'm at the halfway point, which is pretty crazy. And so what we typically do is Chris and I will, right before we go to bed on Sundays, is we will read through the following week, like the upcoming week, and what to expect from baby. And so I have the book here. This is the What to Expect When You're Expecting book. It's kind of the holy grail book that everyone goes to when they're expecting their first baby, or any baby. So baby is about 5 ounces right now, which is about the size of a chicken breast, if that helps you at all. Baby now has unique fingerprints, which I think is really cool, and you can start to feel some of the kicks and moving around and things like that in the belly. So I've been so excited for this part of the pregnancy, just feeling baby, because it's one thing to see baby on the ultrasound, which is incredible, and that seeing the baby for your first time is just, it's indescribable. You only get to see that once, and then my first one was at 12 weeks, and now my next one's going to be at 20 weeks. So you don't get to see baby very often, and the rest of the time you're just kind of sitting there, and sometimes I forget I'm pregnant and I just feel bloated because I don't feel baby very often. And it's just, you want to feel baby all the time, and you want to experience those kicks and punches that everyone talks about later in pregnancy. And I get very anxious. I just want to feel baby all the time. I was aggressive. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yesterday morning, I was just kind of lying in bed, and I was just having one of those worrying moments where I think a lot of mothers have. It's am I giving my baby the right nutrition? Am I using the wrong products? What if I've harmed a baby in some way? And it's a terrifying thought that, you go through every once in a while. And so I was just sitting there saying a couple of Hail Marys and saying prayers and hoping that baby was okay. And then I had my hand on my stomach, and then I felt this very pronounced "yeah" up against my hand, and I started to cry. I'm gonna start crying again, because it was one of the most surreal and craziest experiences I've ever had. A lot of people have been asking me what it feels like, and it really is hard to explain, other than the lame explanation, which is it feels like a foot inside your stomach that's kicking you, which doesn't help anyone at all, because if you're not pregnant you have no idea what I'm talking about. Kind of almost like a bubble in your stomach that kind of passes through the intestines. When your stomach kind of gurgles? I don't know, it kind of feels a little bit like that, I guess, but it feels more like if a toddler kicked you in the stomach right now, but from the inside. I'm sorry, that is the best way I can describe it. If anyone else has gone through, they can please help me out. Please leave me a comment below and help me out, because I have no idea how to explain it. In terms of cravings, I have been definitely back on the sugar wagon a little bit, craving ice cream a little bit more, really sweet things, not sugar, well sugar, but chocolate in particular. Kind of back on the agenda, which it wasn't so much for a while there. So I've been eating a lot of those Cadbury mini eggs. I've been eating a lot of those, and definitely a lot more ice cream than normal, and then a lot of navel oranges. I don't know, cravings kind of come and go every week, so I'll try and update those every week for you guys, just so you can have an idea of what the next craving is. I will show you my little bump as well. Can you guys see that? I think you guys can see that. Let me try moving this over a little bit. There we go. So there's my little baby bump. Got a little bit rounder in the last little while, and which is kind of nice. I like the baby bump, so this is what it looks like at this present moment. And that's all I can think of for this particular week in terms of an update. If you guys have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below and I will try and get to them for next week's update. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel and just supporting me through this entire pregnancy. I love sharing this with you guys, and I love that I have you guys here just to talk to about it and get your advice and tips and feedback and love, and just it means the world to me. So thank you so much for watching. And I will be hopefully doing some more pregnancy related videos soon. I am trying to eat a lot healthier for this particular pregnancy as much as I possibly can. I mean, after just saying that I've been on like the sugar wagon for the last week, I mean, everything in moderation, people. But I have been trying to, you know, make a lot more food from scratch and, you know, try out new recipes, a lot of kind of make ahead items, a lot of slow cooker items, things like that. I love cooking, so it's kind of my thing. So I think I will be doing a couple of, you know, make dinner with me type of videos, kind of walk you through the cooking process and how I was making the dish, what substitutions or changes I may have made to the recipe, and then overall how I would grade it and if I would make it again, and if I did make it again, what I would do differently next time. So hopefully that will help you guys out if you are interested in cooking as much as I am. And I think that's everything. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you, girls. Mwah.